Hey folks, little Landstryder here, and welcome back to another episode of Mystical Misadventures. I'm here down by my vampire altar, getting ready to do some leveling up. You can see that I'm currently level 9 down there, and if you missed it during the episode of Adventure, I did in fact spend my vampire ability points to get some extra speed, which is really nice. I currently have Frugal Vampire and Water Resistance. I can summon bats, but I can only do that while I'm actually in bat form. It's kind of interesting. I imagine that's to help you evade hunters. I'm just guessing. I've also got the sunscreen ability, which is great. So if I do end up getting caught out in the sun, I can quickly use that sunscreen ability, and that will prevent me from taking damage for a few, I don't know, I think it's maybe 30 seconds or something like that. It gives me enough time to find a place to hide under a tree or dig a hole or whatever, or just teleport away, using various magical means. But I've been having problems finding enough pure blood, the higher tier pure blood. Now you can see that I've got two Purity 1 Pure Bloods, and I did use one to level while I was leveling up. Actually, I think I may have used two of them while I was initially leveling up here. I've got 21 Purity 2s. Oh my gosh, they are so common to find these Purity 2s. I've gotten 2 Purity 4s and 1 Purity 3. So that's good. I mean, at least I got a couple 4s and a 3. And I believe if I hit this right now, you can see that it's asking for a 3. So I want to take my 1 Purity 3. Now 21 Purity 2s. Now the reason I'm leveling up, I'm going to go do some hunting for some more vampires as soon as I'm done doing this, is because I want to level up, because I believe that the level of the vampires that you find in the Vampire Forest, the Barrens, is somewhat tied to your level, like your vampire level, either hunter or vampire. And it's currently 9, and that's why I think I'm seeing mostly Purity 2s, because I'm not high enough level to warrant a Purity 5 vampire. Now I did encounter one Purity 5 vampire earlier on. I'm going to put a little clip of that. That was me, but I think that also had to do with the fact that there was 2 of us in the area. Noct was there at the time, and it did not go well. It did not go well, but here's a little clip of that. Yeah, that was, I think, my second death, so hopefully you guys got a kick out of that. Unfortunately, I was a little upset because when I did get back to him, he had either changed to a Purity 2 or despawned down to a Purity 2, and that could also, again, have something to do with the fact of my vampire level. But anyway, guys, let's level up. Oh, I should mention that I got all of these books, all of these vampire books, by going and raiding the stronghold. Yes, that's right. I took some of my Eyes of Ender, and then I went off and found the stronghold, dug down to it, and just went through, raided the libraries. There was 2 libraries in it, and found a couple books in a couple of the hallway chests. But anyway, there's 6 books in here. I'm level 9 right now, so 6 plus 9 should be 15. It's going to take 1 book per level, and I do believe level 15 is the cap, so I think I have enough books to finish leveling. All I'm going to need is the Pure Bloods. So there we go, put the book in there, and we should be good for a level up. There you go, we can see that it's using 4 out of the 6 pillars on this time through. Eventually, on the very last one, it should use all 6 pillars. And bam! Mwahaha. Yes, we are now level 10. I should do the F5 thing like before while the other thing's going. Anyway, I think we got enough to do another one. It's going to tell us what do we need. We need another Purity 3. I could use the Purity 4. But I would rather save that, because I know we're going to need 2 Purity 5s for those last 2 levels. I think I can use 1 more Purity 3 before I have to switch to the Purity 4, but I'm going to need 2 of those as well, I believe. So now that we're level 10, we can spend our 1 skill point. Where's it at? Now, let's see, what do I actually want? Freeze, unlocks. I don't know if I really need that particular one. Vampire Rage, I don't really know if I really need that one. I'm definitely not going into these ones. Disguise and Invisibility, completely useless to me. For one, Disguise only keeps you from being attacked by the hunters. Whoop-de-doo. They don't hurt me that much anyway. Invisibility, I already have because of my awesome, insanely awesome bow. Now, this blood vision doesn't really help me that much either because of my insanely awesome bow, but I want this. Avoided by creepers, and then I want the next two things too. I want that Vista and I want that Teleport. So I've only got a few more points to distribute overall in it eventually, so I got one now, so we're gonna have to go down this line and spend it on that blood vision, even though I don't really need it because of my items. But anyway, I don't know, I think I have to actually toggle that on for it to work. And there's a button, I think it would be N. No, that's not the button. Wait, maybe it is the button. Oh, it is the button. Oh, that's entirely different than the way my... That is like completely different than the way my my bow works. So that might actually be kind of useful. That is really trippy. It like... So Noct, this is a crazy. You're gonna like this. It lets me see things like super far away. Like I can see everything within load range, pretty much. And nice. Like as I get close to it, it gets a red outline. And I can even see I can even tell the difference between live entities and like armor stands and stuff.
Oh, nice.
And these guys apparently don't count as live entities. Interesting. Oh, I see. Well, I see what the red means. The red means that's something I can eat.
Aha.
Ah, that means something I can eat. And then I guess the dead guys down there are not gonna... I mean, it does make your vision kind of fuzzy and like deep dark red. It's kind of neat. Okay, so I actually got three different visions that I can toggle between now. I can have like perfect night vision. I can have well, that actually wasn't night vision. That was actually just regular normal human vision. Then I can have perfect night vision, and then I can have vampire blood vision. I guess we'll call it blood vision. Because now I can see all the things that will be a meal, and I can also see an outline of anything that's not necessarily a meal. Oh, look up there! I can see the sheep on the surface. I can see all the dragon skulls that I have up there. Really neat, really neat. Okay, back to human vision. Now this one I can actually use to determine where the dark spots are at. It's nice to be able to toggle my night vision off now that I figured out how to do that, so I can see where dark areas are at. Now I don't really have any dark areas up here, which is good. Just extra insurance that nothing's going to spawn. But I usually prefer keeping on my perfect night vision so that, you know, it's daytime everywhere I go and you know, all the time. So, but we're going to head down to the Vampire Forest. There was an undead dog on the path back there. Let's just take care of him. Oh, he must have wandered down the steps. He's dead now. He may have wandered down the steps and... Ooh! Look at this, guys. This wasn't here when we were doing the little clip. What is this? What is this? Let's check this out. Oops. Woo. Communal use area. Please do not take the blocks from this room. Feel free to use them as needed. Ah, cool. Little altar of inspirations for little fledgling vampires so that they can level up. There's even a little bit of blood here that they could probably use. I mean, I can even add a little bit to that for the next guy to come along. I'm not going to add too much to it because I need that for hunting. But this is interesting right here. What is this? Oh, okay. So this is selling vampire books for a silver coin. So that's something. I'm going to let Noct describe the monetary system while I continue to hunt. If he's still listening, paying attention. If he unmutes himself.
You said that and I suddenly developed a serious tickle in the back of my throat.
Oh, of course, that's how it works.
Yeah, so not really much to explain. I mean, it's, you know, each coin is worth 10 of the previous. basically. So the lead coins are worth 10 credits each, and then on up from there by factor of 10. I think that puts the silver coins at basically 10,000 credits.
So 10,000 credits for a book there. So the lead coins actually cost 10 credits. The credits are the things down there that's listed right above my blood bar. You get, 50 a day per real life day?
I think it's actually 100 currently.
Is it 100 currently? Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's still not that much. It's only like 10
Yeah.
lead coins. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a whole lot. And so there's the vendor mod on here, and then now you can use the coins for your vendors. And you don't have to worry. You don't have to use the whole the credit check things, whatever they're called.
Banknotes, yeah.
Banknotes. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. Now I've gotten into the habit of making sure I check my inventory whenever I encounter these little boogers, these little pixies and nasty little mean nasty little things. They don't actually do any damage, but what they do is they'll come swoop down and take something out of your inventory, just a random item. And sometimes it's an important item, like, well, let's say my backpack or my manufacturing halo, which somewhere in the world there is a pixie carrying around a manufacturing halo. Because, yeah, I wasn't checking it as much as I should have, and I was flying around looking for vampire barons. Got back home. Oh, burned to death. He must have fell in the lava.
Showered in it.
Showered in lava.
What are the hazards of unbreakable pick and mindlessly vein mining out?
Yeah, that'll do it. But yeah, Pixie stole my manufacturing halo. So someday I'll either find a Pixie flying around with my halo and kill it, or somebody else will, and they'll get a free halo. Oh well. Live and learn. So now whenever I encounter those stupid little pixies, I make sure that I check my inventory immediately afterwards, make sure there's nothing missing. Nothing important missing anyway. Was that interesting? Bit of lag? Good thing I'm a powerful vampire. Well, anyway, guys, I'm going to continue to hunt until I at least find another level 3, because that's the blood level or the purity level that I need for my current level up. And hopefully I can find a 5 while I'm at it, or maybe even 2, because yeah, I want to get all of my leveling done today, and then the rest of this episode can be dedicated to doing some automation. So I'm going to hunt down some vampires, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Okay, folks, we are back. It's been a day or so. I've been doing some stuff, doing some grinding, getting some things ready for the next episode after this one. It's actually going to be the automation episode. I've been promising you guys that one for a while, but gonna have to wait one more. We got a couple of things to take care of in this episode, though, so it's not too short. First of all, we're going to finish off our vampire levels. You can see that I'm up to 13. I did grab a few levels just because I was thinking that maybe it had to do with my level, the fact that I wasn't finding the tier 5s. We look in here, you can see that I found a few more tier 1s. I found a lot more tier 2s. Look at that, I'm up to 36 purity 2 bloods. Wow. A couple more tier 4s. I actually ended up using the tier 4s instead of tier 3s in order to get through the last tier 3 level up that I needed. And then I got super lucky, and I wish I had recorded it. But it would just happen so fast. I seen 2 tier 5 vampires fighting each other, and I hurried up and I got up there and I shot them, and which distracted them from fighting each other, because if they kill it, if one vampire kills another vampire, they don't drop the blood. So I did manage to hit both of them, get their attention on me, and since they had pretty well beat each other up pretty good, it only took a couple shots on each to knock them both down, and that got me my 2 tier 5 bloods. That's right. Got them both one shot. Took a long time. Not can testify to how much I was bitching.
Yeah. The spawn rates of those things are super low.
Yeah, you really have to get lucky. And I got double lucky out at the same time, so it actually worked out okay. So we're getting ready to level up to 14. There we go. Nope. Needs a purity. That is purity 5. Needs 1 pure blood, purity 5. What? Why are we... Huh? Alright, well, let's start again here. Oh, missing 2 pure blood purity. What? I gotta have 2 pure blood purity 5s for this ritual? Aw, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. Does that mean I'm not gonna get to 15 this time? Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Well, there you go. It's using all of all 6 of the pillars. Maybe this is the final level.
15 is the max level.
15.
But the last couple of levels take a huge amount.
Boom. So. Yeah. Okay. You cannot use this altar at this level. No. 14 is the final level.
No.
Well, then what?
What have you got in your pillars?
Gold blocks.
Upgrade them to diamond.
Oh, does it take diamond?
I believe so.
I don't think that's an option. Well, actually, while you're on, do you?
Actually, yeah. Let me come over and take a look at your.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, I suppose I could put another pillar in. Maybe I need like another pillar or 2. I don't think that diamond's an option, but there's a vampire guide again. I don't know why we didn't get one at the very beginning. I think it's a bit of a bug. I think I was supposed to get one when I initially got bit by a vampire, but I can tell you that I don't think I ever got bit by a vampire. So yeah, that's a thing. Well, anyway, we got leveled to 14. That's pretty good. We're going to be able to get to, I think, pretty much all the abilities that I wanted anyway in that amount of levels. I also want to point out this. I turned a couple of villagers into vampire villagers. You can see he's cleric, but he's a vampire. Now, I can't bite these guys. In fact, I can't bite any of these guys in this hallway. These ice and fire NPCs also do not give blood. So if I turn on my blood vision... hang on, there we go, the blood vision. You can see that these guys don't glow red like all of my villagers over here do. Nor do these vampire ones that I've converted already. Now to do this, you basically just bite them until they would die, and sometimes instead of dying they turn vampire. So I got lucky. I managed to turn a cleric, and this one is like super funny. I have a vampire hunter villager who is now vampire. And the reason for I wanted to do this is because of this right here. When you turn them into a vampire, they gain these trades. You can trade some emeralds for blood bottles. Not super important. I can deal with my own blood bottles, but this one is an awesome one to have. A couple emeralds gets me 9 human hearts, and I can use those as a food source. And of course I need them for the rituals. So there's all that. Could you possibly spawn in the Vampirism guidebook for us?
That's what I was just getting ready to do.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And then maybe that will tell us exactly what material is the maximum tier, and potentially if I can or should add more pillars. I don't know if I need more pillars or if it's just possible to freeform extra pillars. So, but it just says you can only perform this ritual at night. Oh well, yeah, that's true, because the sun must have come up since we started. But let's open up our skills thing. You can see we've got 4 skill points to spend now because of the levels we gained. We did unlock speed and our blood vision. Man, that's pretty cool. The blood vision. We're going to get avoided by creepers. Yay! Creepers will now run away from us instead of running towards us and trying to blow us up. And I would like this one because that fog in the vampire forest is super annoying, especially when I'm trying to hunt for the barons. I shouldn't have to do any more. Well, I might have to do. Obviously, I'm going to have to do a little bit more of that because apparently there's one more level after this. But I want to see what this one does. Teleport. I'm really curious about how that is. That going to be like an Ender Pearl style teleport? And then I still got one skill point left. Not really sure what to spend it on. I don't really care about Vampire Rage, but I guess we're going to get Vampire Rage. So let's see what that does. The only issue I have with having like that Vampire Rage is it gives me another thing on my radial bar, my radial skill things here, which is actually okay because I get used to that to the bat one being in a certain position, and then if it changes, then I get kind of confused. At least a little while until I get used to it. Okay, you got a guidebook? He's got a guidebook. Oh, he gave me a guidebook. Nice. Okay, let's read the guidebook. Read the guidebook real right. We are a vampire. We want to know about leveling. And if we scroll on down here, yeah, we know about that. We've way past that initial altar thing. We want to know about, here we go, each pillar can be either 2 or 3 blocks high. We talked about that already in a previous episode, I believe. We fill and must be filled with the same material. So they all have to be filled with the same material, I believe. Or maybe it's just the pillar itself has to be the same material. Maybe you can have different pillars. But yeah, so it's stone bricks, blocks of iron, blocks of gold, or bone. So yeah, gold is the very best that you can have. So what that means, it says, if the altar says structure wrong, build more pillars or fill them with better stuff. So I guess I just need another pillar where he's standing, I'm thinking, probably. Yeah. I'm thinking well, yeah, what the wait for
like night. You need for level 14 is your top level. You're correct there.
Oh, level,
you need 92 points of pillar.
So I'm done. I'm max level. I'm 14.
Oh, you are 14?
Yep, I just did 14. So we're max. Yay, max. Max level vampire.
11, second structure with gold blocks, 3 level 12 to 14. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, well, we're good then.
Yeah, this would be correct then. Never mind.
Yeah, it's maximum tier. That's what I thought. That was maximum tier altar right there. Cool. I will leave this book right here in case I get somebody who wants to be my vampire buddy. So that we can help them level up. I haven't got anybody to come be my apprentice yet, but well, maybe eventually when the server opens to the public, possibly. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to take care of, today is there's 2 other things I wanted to cover real quick. One of those is some more embossing and powering up of my Tinker Tools. So, what was you about to say? Nothing? Okay. And the other thing is upgrading our drawer system to be an actual full drawer system. So obviously we're going to need some redstone comparators in order to craft our drawer controller. Now I've been thinking about it and calculating and thinking about it and counting block spaces. And I believe the drawer controller needs to go right here. And if I put the drawer controller right there, and that should give me, 12 radius, right?
Yep.
So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can see that I've got drawers right out to this. Right here's this is the last space that would connect to those drawer controllers. Now, of course, to connect them, we're going to need some trim. And I don't know if I have the trim ready to go or not. I don't think I do, but that's easy enough to fix. We can just grab some sticks and some wood. And we're going to make a little bit of trim. You know, I would like to actually have a bunch of I'd actually like to do the frame trim so that we can hide it all. But we're going to need to make some regular trim initially, at least 2 crafts worth of it, because we need that in order to craft our framing table that we're going to then use. In fact, I'm going to put it right over here. Put that framing table right there. And we will use this to now make the framed trim, and then let's get some more wood first. I'm putting everything everywhere. These are the trim. It gets like hard to tell the difference because they have the exact same texture in the pack. In my texture pack, I should say. Not generally. I don't think they do. I think they actually have a slightly different texture in vanilla texture stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we'll put that in there, and then we can convert those. I don't know if I want to use cracked. Actually, I think I want to use just regular old stone brick because they'll probably mostly be going through the floor. Convert those into frame trim with the stone frame trim work. Now, I don't need to use that for everything. I could just use the regular old oak trim here for some of it. In fact, because it'll be hidden anyway, it'll be under the walls. In fact, let's grab a little bit more of the regular old frame trim, oak trim there, for places that we don't need to use the special stuff. And that would be one of these places would be like right through and under here. I'm going to remove that temporarily because, and then we can just run those like so. And then we can put our bricks back there. Of course, I'm going to need well, I got some regular cracked bricks. I can go there. Okay, cool. That should have reached, nope, not quite. Not quite reached it. Got to find the actual, where it ended up heading to. Where did it go? There it is, right there. So then we can just run our wood frame through there like so. And of course, it'd be nice to have a bit of cobble for backfilling certain areas that aren't going to be seen. So I'll grab my cobble backpack out of here real quick. That way we can backfill a little bit, and then of course fill that in. So that should be now connected to there. We can test that by pulling out a stack of iron, coming over to the drawer controller and clicking on it. Yep, went in there and went back into that drawer. Now I've left this open back here for the time being, so I get back here and work a little bit because I knew I was going to need to connect these, and we can just use the regular old oak trim right back here. 1, 2, 3 to connect those, and we can backfill this with cobble. And I have this, I just was trying to see where I was coming out here. And then the other thing we're going to need to make is a controller slave, and we'll get into all of that during the automation episode next. But yeah, there's going to be a controller slave sits right there, and that actually can be an oak trim because it's not going to be seen. So yeah, that can be an oak trim. There'll be a drawer slave, a controller slave right there for taking. You see I've got hoppers under these 3 things right here. And then yeah, we'll get into more of that in the automation one next. But the other place that we're going to need to connect is I would like to connect these drawers. We're going to end up making some tape and taping these up and then moving them over to this wall. But over here we're going to end up putting some more drawers, and we're just going to cut right across. In fact, and this is where we're going to want to use our framed trim. Now hopefully this is going to be looking pretty good. Now right there is going to be where the drawers are at on this side, so I can switch back to using this plain old oak trim right here to connect. There'll be a 3x3 area of drawers here, and I think these will also be compacting drawers because it'll have things like our diamonds, lapis, coal, charcoal, some of these other things that actually could be in compacting drawers that aren't yet. So these are going to get changed around, but like over here, we are going to come over that direction. So we do need to come over and go under and through to get to those drawers over there. I need to make some more oak trim, but right across the hallway here, we're gonna, nope, not use that. That's actually not trim. we want the framed trim right there, like that. That way it's nice and hidden across the hallway. And because these drawers are going to stay in, I'm going to actually make these also more drawers right there. There's going to be some more drawers for us to store things in. And you can see that I started upgrading our chests here. I've got an iron chest. I'm going to convert these back chests because if we count, I do believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, which goes right here to this middle pillar where I initially started putting drawers. So yeah, I'm going to convert those chests. Are going to all go, all the contents are going to go into these back 4 chests. All these chests are going to get upgraded from iron on up to probably at least gold for the time being, because I have tons of gold and I have tons of iron. These are going to be more drawers. In fact, I'll probably move my mob drop drawers up here because these down here are out of range of the controller, so that's not going to work out very well. And I'm going to connect some of these tree, the stuff that has the tree stuff. Some of these are going to get connected up. Obviously, these ones that are way down here can't be connected down there, so what I will probably end up doing is doing some kind of automation under the ground, because the other thing we're going to do in automation is we're going to upgrade these bonsai pots to hopping bonsai pots and run some automation for all that. But let's forget about that for a minute. I just want to show you what we're doing because I'm going to do much more work off camera to get that all set up. But there's the framework for it, the framework for that drawer structure. So now I should be able to like come out here and go dink and put all kinds of things away. Of course, a lot of the things aren't connected just yet, so we'll have to get a little bit more infrastructure in before that's going to work. Now, the other thing I wanted to cover in this episode before we wrap up is, this is the important one. In fact, it's actually muy important that I actually have this drawer connected. So we're going to actually need to move that. And that drawer is going to need to get connected. So we're probably going to need to remake, or oops, that's good, but I need to get underneath there first. So we need an oak trim under that, then we can do oak trim. We're going to need more oak trim. So let's grab a bit more oak. Craft up a little bit more oak trim because we can put oak trim under there. And then I'm going to move these crafting stations probably around 2, but then that would be the frame trim. And then the oak trim there. That connects these 2 sections of drawers. Now we need to go and find that tunnel that I dug. Yeah, right there it is. Good. In fact, that's actually going to go there. We're going to go right across here to, actually right across here, because if we remember, let's see, find my actual stone brick to put back right there. This is where the drawer is going to be. So if we go there and there, and we already got one under there, but we need to go one more. And if we get our oak trim, the oak trim can go right there. And we might need to just, oh, hello, Mr. Villager. Sorry, I'm in your back door here. Can almost reach. Hopefully that reaches all the way over. Goes to right there, and then just, I just need a couple more pieces. Just a couple more pieces. Missing one bit there. Because the next part doesn't matter unless I have this all connected. So that should work. In fact, this one right here needs to be the frame trim, because that's going to be hidden. Like I said, they're going to be drawers here, so that would work for all of that. And then I can just backfill this with cobble. Does that look okay? He's got cobble behind him, but I think he's okay with it. Don't think he minds. Let's double check, make sure. Yes, we got the oak trim there. Oak trim there. We're good. All right, seems to be good. Seems like we should have that connected. And just to make sure that we have it connected, if I click on that with the cobblestone that I had in my hand, yes, it is totally connected. So now the fun bit. Now you can actually blame Nacht for this little bit of insanity that I'm about to show you. I didn't even think about it until he mentioned he's done it. I have done some similar stuff, but I didn't know it could be this crazy. But we're gonna take our pickaxe. By the way, I've leveled up the pickaxe and I got a new modifier, so we might use that later. In fact, we're going to use that here in just a second, to be honest. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss it. I'm going to emboss it with an Enderium tool rod. And that is going to give it Global Traveler and Enderference. Now, I don't really care so much about the Enderference, but the Global Traveler is going to be super nice. So what I can do now is I can come over here and I can shift right click on the drawer controller, and now my pickaxe is linked to the drawer controller. What's that mean? Okay, so let's come over here real quick. We're going to look at the number of cobblestone we have. We have 27,135. 27,000. Remember that number, guys. 27,135 cobblestone in there right now. Now, if I come down here and we just come over here where I can break some rock, and we go back up there. Now, hopefully it's going to have 27,135. Hopefully it's going to have a bunch more cobble in it now. Let's come back up here and look real quick. 27,187. That cobblestone went straight into my drawer system. And that's going to count for all of these things that I have a drawer for, including all of my ores. So I have a drawer for all of my ores right in here. So now when I go mining, I don't have to worry about this backpack. I can now use this backpack that I've been, using for cobblestone. I can now start using that for other things. I'm gonna put it back away for now. But yeah, all of our mining is gonna go right into our drawer system. Isn't that awesome? And we're gonna need to upgrade our drawers, of course, which is probably why you see that I have a bunch of upgrade templates right there and a whole load of emerald upgrade, storage upgrade, sitting there ready to go. So now I got all these. We can go like that, and that. And these that could only hold 512 can now hold a whole lot more. In fact, 32 times whatever 512 is, which is a lot. It'll take me quite a while to fill those up. So yeah, that little bit of insanity, compliments of Nacht there. You can thank him for that. I've done it with just like a regular chest, and I was thinking about doing a chest and then like piping it around to the drawer system. And then he's like, "Oh no, you can just put it right into the drawer system, straight in." Awesome. Yep. Awesome. So why does that not work? Okay, I was thinking that would be a thing, but maybe it has to be that. Yes, I guess it has to be a solid. I tried to use the plate cast for the reinforcement. Doesn't work, sadly.
Huh.
It does have to be solid. I guess, I mean, I could try it again and see if it just lets me pull it out. But we're going to use that new modifier to go ahead and reinforce our emerald pickaxe to give it a little bit more durability so it lasts a little bit longer while we're down there. Now, the other thing we're going to do is we're going to take some living wood axe head. We're going to emboss our axe with that. Right, let's see, 1, 2, and then a block of gold. So we drop all that in there, and that's going to give it the embossment of living wood, which now it has extra modifiers, 2 extra modifiers that it didn't have a second ago. And then I can take, and let's see if this is actually going to work. Nope, definitely does not do anything like that. Sad face. But I do have some, actually there's gold in there. Let's get the aluminum brass on the bottom. I do have some aluminum brass to make a few more plates. But now I can take, come on, there we go. Maybe if I hit the right button, take and do that, I can now emboss my axe twice. And the other nice thing about the having the living wood, the botanical 2 is what gives it those extra 2 slots. But the ecological means that while I'm not using it, which is a high portion of the time, and as long as it's on my bar, it'll slowly gain durability. You can see down there that it is slowly gaining its durability back. Excellent. We're going to do the same with the shovel. I think I'm going to emboss it with living wood, which is going to give it a total of 3 more modifiers. We're going to use 1 of those for silk touch and 2 of those for a more durability. So, and the other interesting thing is I can take a living wood axe head. It doesn't have to be a shovel head, right? It doesn't have to be a shovel head. I can use any head. Get my 3 slimes over there and my block of gold. And we can emboss it with the axe head, and it does work. It doesn't have to be the specific tool. Now, I believe it does matter about the actual part type, whether it's a head or a tool part. So like if I would have used a pickaxe head of Enderium instead of the tool rod, I would have gotten not Global Traveler, but the other one, Portly Gentleman instead, which I didn't want. I actually wanted the Global Traveler. That's why I used the tool rod. Well, guys, I think with all that leveling up my vampire level, maxing out my vampire level, basically maxing out my tools here for the most part. My halberd has already been maxed out. You've seen that probably in the previous episode when I killed the red dragon in 3 hits. That was just craziness. So I would say we are pretty much there when it comes to becoming the most powerful vampire, sorcerer, magician, whatever you want to say. Vampire, what is it? Vampire Archmage. That's what I said. That's what I said in the description. We are the most powerful Vampire Archmage on the server. For now. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you did like this, and if so, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, all the other fun stuff, and until next time, I will catch you later.
Bye-bye.